Morning guys, today we're heading out on a tour of the island, one of the two trips we've booked with Peter Tours here in Alykes. Hope you'll join us and we'll see more of the island. For our trip we had a fully air-conditioned 8-seater Mercedes minibus and were accompanied by our guide and driver Babas. Whilst we were expecting a full complement of 7 guests, 2 had cancelled, so we had all enjoyed the feeling a little less cramped in the van for the day. We left Alykes just after 8:45. The first task was to head out of Alykes and over to Zakynthos Town, where Babas drove us up to the Bochali Viewpoint. Not only did we get epic views of the town, Babas informed us about how much the town was lost in the 1953 earthquake, but there was also, and I'll try pronouncing this correctly, the Zuo Dokos Pei Greek Orthodox Church to take a look at, although the caretaker of the church wasn't too keen that we go too far into it. Perhaps he just cleaned the floor. So the first stop on the tour has been the viewpoint looking over Zakynthos Town and this fantastic little church here. We headed away from Zakynthos Town, travelling north through the Zante countryside. Whilst not part of the official tour, Babas stopped at the Mr. Rock coffee shop, not for coffee, but for us to see the spectacular views, Xigia Beach in one direction, Alykes Beach in the other. I couldn't resist a few photos, which you'll be able to see over on my photography channel, link in the description. This, guys, is absolutely stunning. We've got this little viewpoint on the end here, this sort of bit that sticks out. We've got the cicadas chirping away there in the background and this absolutely stunning view. We're going to have to head back to the coach now because I think we're on to the next stop, which I think it's going to be the Shipwreck Beach. Spectacular views taken in, we jumped back on board and headed over to the famous Shipwreck Beach viewpoint. So guys, we're here at Shipwreck Beach. We've got about 25 minutes here and we're going to go and find the best viewpoint and see if we can get a good shot of the beach and the shipwreck on it. Coastline's absolutely fantastic. And the waters are really nice and blue. I'm going to show you some of that now. So there are only 2 ways you can see Shipwreck Beach, and that's digging a boat trip and you actually land on the beach and see the shipwreck from there. We come here, the viewpoint, which is what's on our tour today. We'll go and check out that view. So I'm hoping I can nail the footage I want from here because it's a good climb all the way back up and I don't think we'll have any other time to get back to any of the other viewpoints to see the shipwreck from here because as I said we've only got half an hour. So we just stopped at the Galaxy Cafe, something to eat, and then we're off to see the 2,000-year-old olive tree next. The ancient olive tree can be found in the quaint little village of Chora. I must admit, going to look at an old tree didn't sound that exciting, but in fact it was rather interesting. There are also shops, a few stalls, and a few restaurants if you care to spend a little bit more time in Chora. guys behind me there, 2,000 year old. Hard to believe something could be on this planet for that long. But yeah, this olive tree has been here for over 2,000 years. So Mrs. Andy's been a good consumer there, helping out the local economy. So guys, that's the tree. I'm going to stick some photos up of it because it's really quite interesting. And yeah, on to the next thing. I think we're off next to the boat to get on the boat and go and see the Blue Caves. And that is exactly what happened. Babas drove us through some twisty country lanes to the stunning harbour of Porto Veromi, where we caught our boat to take us onto our tour of the Blue Caves. As you may hear in the upcoming audio, Mrs. Andy wasn't exactly thrilled about that.
Oh my god, no.
Well, that's us on board, ready for our boat trip off to the Blue Caves and also to Shipwreck Beach, which I didn't think was part of the trip. Looking forward to that. And yeah, this is out and about with Andy, not too keen on being on the boat, but we'll see how we go. This whole little bay is absolutely stunning, lovely turquoise water. This is so beautiful. the camera just about does the colours in the cave justice. It is very hard to replicate what you see with the human eye, but when the sunlight hits that clear turquoise sea and it's reflected upwards onto the roof of the cave, it really is nothing short of magical. I really don't think the camera is going to do justice to the colour of the water. It is absolutely stunning, really bright blue, absolutely fantastic. for 10 minutes or so while everybody jumps off and has a swim. Unfortunately, Peter forgot to mention that we could go swimming, so we didn't bring our swimming costumes. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have a dip, and to be honest with you, with this heat, I could do with it. So that was the last swimming spot completed, and now we're heading back to port now, back on the bus, and yeah, we'll see where we end up next.
You're going to see the face of Poseidon. Το πρόσωπο του Ποσειδώνα το βλέπει. Η μύτη, το στόμα και το μάτι. Look beside the face.
I see nose.
Yeah. Nose, the eyes, the mouth down there.
So guys, that was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed that boat trip. Shame didn't go swimming, but yeah, boat trip was really good. Definitely a highlight on this trip, and included in the price that we paid for the whole day. So yeah, €70 was a lot per person, but include that boat trip, which was pretty good. So heading back up this rather steep bank to the car park, and we're going to get in a van, and yeah, hopefully the aircon is working really well, because we're going to need it by the time we get up there. It was absolute heaven once we were back in the aircon equipped bus. Babas directed us back to the Galaxy Taverna for a spot of a late lunch, and then back on the road again. This time we were heading for Xigia Beach, another must-visit spot on Zante. So folks, I think this is going to be the last stop on the trip. and we're here at the famous Sulfur Beach. We'll put the correct name of the beach on screen because I can't quite pronounce it, but you're welcome to have a go yourself. There is a lot of steps all the way down to the beach. Given the fact it's still very, very warm, we've elected to stay at the top and just observe and yeah, have a nice refreshing drink as well. So you can see behind me there how cloudy that water is. That's all the sulphur in the water. This is supposed to be very good for you. Does smell a little bit, but yeah, definitely one of the places you want to visit if you're here in Zante, and glad we've ticked it off the list. As I said before, definitely I think we're going to be back to Zante and thinking about hiring a car next time so we can see more of these things for a little bit longer, maybe spread it over the week. So to the big question and the title of this film, and of course the thumbnail as well, what did we think of the tour and was it worth the expense? Firstly, we come to our driver, Babas. He was super friendly, an absolute gent, very laid back. I think he enjoys his job. The air conditioning in the minibus was a godsend in the weather we had, plus there were just 5 of us and the driver, which meant we weren't too cramped up in the minibus, nor was it as if we're on a coach with about 40 plus other people. The boat trip being included in the package was great, as it would have been a trip I'd have liked to have done anyway. This would have cost us around €43. The 2,000-year-old olive tree probably wouldn't have been high on my list to go and visit. However, the village was quite pretty. It was nice to see it. It was really quite gnarly and I got some good photos. So yeah, we quite enjoyed that part of the trip, and again, as I said, there were some options for Mrs. Andy to enjoy more retail therapy. So then, to sum up, was it worth the money? I'd say yes. We hit most of the places we wanted to see on the island, and we got to see places in the middle of the island we would never have seen if we were just sort of pottering around with our own car. As somebody who loves photography, I'm thinking of hiring a car next time and doing a proper photography road trip. Not sure how enthusiastic Mrs. Andy is about that, but we'll see. So as ever, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you an idea what to expect on one of these tours. If you have liked it, please do give us a thumbs up, and of course, why not subscribe to the channel? It doesn't cost you anything. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Oh, don't forget, if you could hype, please give us a hype. It'd be great. See you next time. Bye for now.